Looked like Ian Anderson, pretty sharp.
It's okay.
First time out?
No, it's good. Yeah, that's actually his second.
Okay.
So it's just getting them out there and throw their pitches, and thought Pierce finished up really good. Bummer's really good, I thought. And Lopez was, you can tell he knows what he's doing.
When you looked back at Bummer's season, there were some times, obviously the name of the game is preventing runs, but there were some times he might have had a little bit better luck here or there, and something would have gone differently. What did you think of him last year?
Yeah, there's a lot of misplaced ground balls that were just out of the fielder's reach, or something like that. But at the end of the yeah, like I say, you look at his year in the hole, it's pretty good. And that right there was, I thought, for all the guys that threw today, was really, really good.
Talking to AJ about just how crazy that final week was for him. Just the Tuesday night against the Mets, he's there in the stands as a fan. Saturday, he's there to see Bobby Witt Jr. as a fan. Yeah. Sunday, you give him a call and you say you might need to pitch on Monday.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, have you ever experienced anything like that?
I never experienced anything like that without even in that part of it. The whole thing, the drive to the ballpark on that Monday was something like I'd never felt before. After the first game was something like I'd never felt before. That I'm sitting in my hotel room on Monday morning or Tuesday morning, drinking coffee, not even believing we're there, because I can't imagine what that kid felt. When I call him and say you're going to start the game. I mean, that was something new territory for all of us. I hope we never have to experience again.
How much will he benefit just from having pitched in those two situations the last 2 years?
Yeah, tremendous, because you can't replicate that, and it's just like a lot of times, we get a guy and you want to send him back, and I'm like, they're not going to experience. They need to experience this in order to, take the next step. And you see them every year. They come to camp. They're a little more sure, a little more confident, understanding what's going on, where they're going, things like that, and. That's why the innings are so important, and when you get big, high-pressured innings like he has, you can't do anything but build on it.
What are your thoughts on Sean Murphy as he takes on this full-time catcher role more going into this season with the departure of Travis?
When we were sitting here a year ago today, that was that's what we had too. I think he's a big, strong guy that can handle it, and I'm excited about him. I mean, I'm hoping he comes out and embraces that, knowing that he is going to be the guy. And like I say, last year the plan was for him probably to do 3 out of 4, and didn't work out that way. But hopefully, his mindset is I'm the guy, and he responds to that.
He has that pretty violent big swing.
Yeah.
Is that? But still, his injury. Do you see that more as just bad luck? It happens.
Yeah, I think it's bad luck because he's been like that probably his
Yeah.
whole career. He's been a sturdy guy that's caught a lot, and coming out of spring training, you feel like you got him in a really good spot, and then you get some unfortunate thing like that puts him behind the 8 ball. It's hard to come back from when you miss 2 months, and so I'm hopefully with a healthy camp and consistent at bats, and if he needs more, we can always send him to the backfield just to get live at bats as we progress, and feel really good about him.
Snake, what are your thoughts on Acuna as he continues to work his way back?
Thoughts are he's a great player, and it's just a matter of time before he gets back. And we're going, the guys are going to put him through all the proper channels and everything, and he looks great right now. I know that. And, he's going to be chomping at the bit. I know that. It's going to be hard to hold him back. But, I think he's going to come back stronger than ever.
How much does Ozuna's turnaround from a couple years ago and that May till now can be maybe an example for other guys who are, struggling for a year, something that, hey, you can turn that thing around?
No, I know. Well, they should look at it like that. If there's any doubts, and they could, nuzzle up to him and ask him about his journey and getting to where he's back to being, I said, he's the real Marcell Ozuna again. And, I always will have a lot of respect and admiration for how he handled the situation and allowed himself a chance to get back to what he's doing again.
I remember Seitz saying one time a couple of years ago that it just looked like he was trying so hard because he cared so much. Behind the scenes, is that a lot of what you saw, even when he was struggling, that he still cared?
Yeah, there's a lot of that, and I wish it was that simple, quite honestly. That just everything he was juggling, there's a lot of balls in the air, a lot of things, outside noise that he was having to deal with personally, things like that I think, far beyond that.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Hey, did the